Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. This is going to be a brief video because Galal Yafai takes 1 minute and 40 seconds to get rid of Tommy Frank. And before I go into this, because I know there isn't much to go into because it's 1 minute and 40 seconds, I don't think Frank even landed a punch. But I was a little bit disappointed that Galal Yafai, or that perhaps his team chose Tommy Frank as the opponent, because Frank in his last fight lost his British flyweight title to Jay Harris. He's also held the Superfly Commonwealth title, Frank, and a couple of low-level trinkets, you know, these alphabet soup trinkets. But wouldn't it be better if Yafai had challenged Jay Harris for the British title? I mean, that's a reputable belt. I know that Yafai has this WBC international thing. Okay, it gets him a ranking, yeah, I get it, and he's a very, very good prospect, extremely good prospect. But the British title, that would be nice, wouldn't it? So to fight the loser of the British title rather than the winner did strike me as being a little bit odd. I'm not the only person that said this. I think Boxing Beats and Rhymes mentioned it in one of his videos. But anyway, it was what it was. Yafai, clearly something was said beforehand. I think Chev Clark, who was doing one of the commentary team, he said that it was because Tommy Frank had said something about, well, I don't care what he's achieved in the amateurs, this is the professionals, so that wound Yafai up, and he came out banging. I mean, it was he just went straight at him. Absolutely no consideration for anything that was coming back at him, not that anything was coming back at him. And it's not as if Tommy Frank wasn't trying to throw punches. He was trying, he just couldn't find an angle, he couldn't find his feet, he was constantly moving from the waist, bobbing and weaving, trying to get out of the way of all sorts of angles, all sorts of punches coming from all sorts of angles. He couldn't do it, and then he got knocked over. Yafai, as he was walking to his corner, made a gesture to Frank as if to say, I don't know what he was saying, like, you know, what you got to say now, that sort of thing. Then Frank, when he got up, he was on the floor again from, I think, a push. There was blood coming out of his nose already busted up. And then as he was taking stick, minute and 40 into it, the referee was about to step in, but the towel came in. It was that early, the towel came in that early. Clearly, it was just an ambush. It had ambush written all over it. And this is the difference between good domestic level and, you know, Olympic gold medal world class level. And Yafai, make no mistake about it, is of the Yafai brothers, is probably going to end up having probably the best professional career. I mean, he shouldn't jump the gun, but all the brothers had, you know, a lot of talent. They won world titles and European titles. I see no reason why Galal Yafai can't fight. Well, she should have fought Jay Harris, like I said, but, you know, British, Commonwealth, European, he'll probably jump over those. Actually, he'll probably go straight to the world titles. But I mean, he is, what is he now, Yafai? I mean, he's 30 years old, I think. He's turned 30 now. Southpaw, so that gives opponents something else to think of. He's only had 5 fights. 4 of them were inside the schedule. And the one that was a split decision win over Goan Garcia, a lot of people thought he lost that fight. So maybe the brakes need to be put on just a little bit, because don't forget, when we're talking flyweights, we're talking Sonny Edwards, Bam Rodriguez, they're going to fight later in the year. There's some, you know, obviously some good flyweights from all over the world. A lot of us haven't even heard of some of them, but they're good. This is a division that doesn't get a lot of fanfare, but make no mistake about it, there's some talent in it all over the world. So I put the brakes on slightly. Maybe, you know, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't win the British European titles, but he's got a ranking now, so he might consider that a backward step. But what do you think of Yafai? Do you think he's going places? He is 30, which is traditionally has been quite old for a flyweight, but there ain't a lot of professional wear and tear on him, and he's got all that excellent schooling from the amateurs. As for Tommy Frank, he can drop back down to domestic level. He's 30 himself. He's won some belts at domestic level, and no problem. I mean, he ain't a bad domestic level fighter, but Galal Yafai was just leagues ahead in terms of talent, and should go on to have a very, very productive professional career. Of course, he's going to have to fight the very best to make any money, because there ain't a lot of money in the flyweights, is there? But Anyway, what do you think? Leave your comments below. I'll answer them. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. As always, thank you for your time. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.